What if the only way to save the Marvel Cinematic Universe is to let one man conquer it? For over a decade, the Avengers saved the world from aliens, rogue AI, and mad titans. But in their victory, they left behind a trail of chaos, a divided planet, and a multiverse threatening to tear itself apart. With worlds colliding and entire realities on the brink of annihilation, the chaos has created a massive power vacuum. The comics are already showing us who's ready to step in and clean up the mess. It's a man who believes he's the only one with the genius and the will to bring about true, lasting peace by taking absolute control. This isn't just a theory. A terrifying new comic storyline gives us the perfect blueprint for Doctor Doom's arrival in the MCU, and we're going to break down exactly how he'll pull it off. The MCU today is a world barely holding itself together. The Avengers won the war, sure, but look at the cost. Cities like Sokovia were completely destroyed, half of all life vanished, and was then violently snapped back into existence, and the world's heroes have been fractured and scattered. Worse still, the very fabric of reality is fraying, with incursions threatening to collide our world with others, risking total oblivion. The planet is vulnerable not just to attack, but to complete annihilation, and it's desperately looking for a savior. And this is where the story gets really interesting. In 2025, Marvel Comics kicked off a huge event called One World Under Doom. The concept is as chilling as it is compelling. After cleverly seizing the title of Sorcerer Supreme from Doctor Strange, Victor Von Doom declares the entire planet a united Latveria. He then tries to establish a global welfare state, promising to end war, hunger, and poverty by imposing his absolute will on humanity. Universal healthcare, free education, global peace, all delivered by a dictator. This isn't just a plan to beat the Avengers, it's a plan to make them totally irrelevant, and it's the perfect philosophical stage for his MCU debut. So when does Doom make his grand entrance? The truth is, the MCU has been setting the stage for him for years. The destruction of Sokovia wasn't just another battle, it was the very event that would forge Doom's worldview. From his perspective, the Avengers aren't heroes, they're reckless celebrities who create the same monsters they fight. He sees himself as the only adult in the room, the one man with the brilliant intellect and iron will to impose the order they never could. But his mind is only half of what makes him so dangerous. The comics have always made it clear that Doom's true power comes from his complete mastery of both science and magic. This is what elevates him to an endgame-level threat unlike any other. He's a villain who can outthink Tony Stark and outcast Doctor Strange. In the One World Under Doom storyline, he even defends Earth from cosmic threats like Dormammu, proving his magical abilities are on another plane entirely. Imagine a villain who doesn't just want to conquer the world, but believes he is the only one capable of stopping the multiversal incursions by rewriting reality's source code with a fusion of technology and sorcery. That is the threat Doctor Doom represents. So, how does Marvel Studios bring a story this massive to the screen? By making a move that nobody saw coming. At San Diego Comic-Con 2024, it was officially announced that Robert Downey Jr. will return to the MCU, not as a hero, but as Victor Von Doom. He is confirmed to be the primary villain in the upcoming films Avengers, Doomsday and Avengers, Secret Wars, a story fundamentally about incursions and the collapse of the multiverse. This is no longer a fan theory, it's happening. The narrative poetry is undeniable. The man who saved the MCU as its greatest hero is returning as its most intelligent and formidable villain. Downey himself even teased the role's duality with the line, "New mask, same task." This casting masterstroke forces the heroes and the audience to confront the razor-thin line between a savior and a tyrant, all embodied by a very familiar face. Doom won't have to throw the first punch. He'll simply have to wait for a broken world to ask for his help. Ultimately, Doctor Doom is far more than just the next big bad. He is an ideological poison arrow aimed at the very heart of what the Avengers stand for. He represents a terrifying question. Is a world with perfect peace and security worth giving up your freedom for, especially when the alternative is total annihilation from colliding worlds? He won't just be a villain the heroes have to fight, but an idea they'll have to overcome. This is the real blueprint for Doom's future in the MCU, a battle for the entire world's soul, where the line between hero and villain has never been more blurred. Is a world of peace under Doom's rule worth the price? Let us know what you think in the comments and don't forget subscribe.